Menopause as journey, machine, and battle, how Chinese media metaphors construct women's bodies. 1. Menopause is universal, unavoidable, and yet deeply cultural. In contemporary Chinese media, menopause
更年期
is not described in purely biological terms. Instead, it is narrated as a journey, a machine in need of maintenance, a battle, a construction project, a natural catastrophe, or even as a mischievous character misbehaving. These metaphors are not decorative language. They shape how women understand their bodies, how families respond, and how society morally evaluates aging female bodies. Today's episode is a philosophical and linguistic exploration of a 2025 Chinese corpus study that analyzed how mainstream Chinese news media metaphorically construct menopause and what those metaphors reveal about authority, control, normality, and gendered embodiment in contemporary China. 2. Context, the article and its background. The article we examine is metaphor research based on a self-built news corpus, conceptual mapping and socio-cultural construction of menopause.
基于自建新闻语料库的隐喻研究，女性更年期的概念映射与社会文化建构。
By
黄日柳、
Hungry Dan
赵红叶，
Teo Hongaya, published in Modern Linguistics.
现代语言学，2025。
Methodological framework. The authors use conceptual metaphor theory, Lakoff and Johnson MIPVU, metaphor identification procedure VU stands for Vrije Universiteit, Free University, in Amsterdam. They analyzed 44 Chinese news articles, 2021 to 2025, discussing female menopause and identified 6 dominant metaphor categories. Crucially, the authors argue that media metaphors actively participate in socio-cultural construction, not merely description. This situates the paper within health communication, feminist discourse analysis, socio-cultural linguistics. 3. Key philosophical concepts and terms. 1.
更年期
Menopause, climacteric period explanation, literally the period of changing years, framing menopause as a temporal transition rather than a disease. The natural life stage marking the transition from a woman's reproductive years to menopause and beyond. Philosophical lineage, traditional Chinese life course thinking plus modern biomedicine. Function in article, descriptive but normatively loaded, describes language or concepts that aren't just factual, descriptive, but carry strong, implicit moral or emotional weight. Naturalization.
2. 概念隐喻
Conceptual metaphor explanation, a cognitive mechanism by which abstract experiences menopause are understood via concrete domains, journey, war, machines. Philosophical lineage, cognitive linguistics, Lakoff and Johnson. Function, analytical foundation. 3.
社会文化建构
Socio-cultural construction. Explanation, meaning is produced collectively through discourse, not discovered biologically. Philosophical lineage, social constructivism. Function, normative critical. 4.
隐喻识别程序
MIPVU, metaphor identification procedure Vrije Universiteit. Explanation, systematic method for identifying metaphor-related words via basic versus contextual meaning. Function, methodological legitimation. 4. Core analytical claim of the article. The authors argue that Chinese media do not present a single menopause narrative, but instead layer multiple metaphor systems, producing a complex, sometimes contradictory image. Menopause as natural life stage, menopause as medical problem, menopause as crisis to be managed, menopause as socially awkward but speakable. This multiplicity both reduces taboo and reinscribes norms of bodily discipline. Journey.
必经之路
Road of amenorrhea is a phrase used to refer to the causes, diagnosis, and treatment pathways for amenorrhea, which is the medical term for the absence of menstruation. Life path menopause.
迈过这道坎
Cross this hurdle, obstacle life stage, frames menopause as challenge.
生命迁徙
Life migration, migration bodily change, softens disruption. Machine.
卵巢功能衰退
Ovarian function decline, machine efficiency body medicalizes aging.
系统运行不畅
System not running smoothly, mechanical system organism encourages intervention.
润滑剂
Lubricant, maintenance care, normalizes treatment. War.
侵袭
Invade, enemy symptoms, produces anxiety.
被打倒，
Be defeated, battle illness, victimizes body.
和平相处，
Peaceful coexistence, ceasefire adaptation, promotes acceptance. Architecture.
筑牢根基，
Build solid foundation construction health prep encourages early planning.
构建港湾，
Build a harbor, shelter family support, moralizes family role.
断崖式下降，
Cliff-like drop jog war.
侵袭，
Invade, enemy symptoms, produces anxiety.
被打倒，
Be defeated, battle illness, victimizes body.
和平相处，
Peaceful coexistence, ceasefire adaptation, promotes acceptance. Architecture.
筑牢根基，
Build solid foundation construction health prep encourages early planning.
构建港湾，
Build a harbor, shelter family support, moralizes family role.
断崖式下降，
Cliff-like drop geography hormones, emphasizes sudden loss. Personification.
月经出走，
Menstruation runs away. Agency body process, humor, accessibility.
作妖，
Act like a demon mischief symptoms. Normalizes discomfort. 6. Philosophical interpretation. What these metaphors do. Descriptive versus normative layers. Descriptive. Menopause involves hormonal change. Normative. Women ought to manage, prepare, adapt calmly. Implicit assumptions. 1. The body is governable. Machine. Construction metaphors. 2. Disruption must be controlled. War metaphors. 3. Good women age responsibly. Planning. Maintenance. Chinese versus Western framing. Brief contrast. Western feminist discourse often resists medicalization. Chinese discourse blends biomedical authority, familial responsibility, life course inevitability. There is less emphasis on individual autonomy and more on harmonization. 7. Broader implications. The article suggests menopause discourse is a site of gendered governance. Women are encouraged to self-monitor, self-regulate, avoid social disruption. Yet, personification metaphors
姨妈出走，
subtly reclaim narrative agency, allowing women to speak without clinical coldness. This duality, discipline and intimacy, is the article's deepest insight. 8. Reflective conclusion. Menopause, in Chinese media discourse, is never just biology. It is a road to be walked, a system to be serviced, a battle to be negotiated, and sometimes a trickster to be laughed at. These metaphors do not simply describe women's bodies, they teach society how to feel about them. Understanding these metaphors is not only a linguistic task, but an ethical one. Stay connected.